Guerrilla Rivera with the 60-second news cam. We're here to check on an expose reportedly that people are using the copy machine for private use. I think we may have the suspect now. Here she is now. Let's move in very closely. Excuse me, I'm Guerrilla Rivera. I want to talk to you for just a moment. Allegedly, I understand that people in this company are using the copy machine for private use. What's your response to that?
Well,
I think we can see the nervousness in her voice. I think it's safe to say at this point that we're on to something. All right, let me tell you something right now. Do you think it's fair in any way, shape, or form that you're using company funds for the personal use of your own enterprises? She has no response. I think the guilt that we're seeing. Okay. Second question. What are you doing after work? I'm just kidding. This is serious business. So far, we've had nothing but guilt-ridden responses from this lady. I think we are on to a serious expose. Let's get a shot of the evidence. Do you mind? Do you have any reason why we couldn't see the copy machine? Or for that matter, see your thighs?
Yes.
All right. Let's
if you'll
follow this way. Yes, this is serious business. All right.
And we do have coffee as well.
All right. Where did just one moment, please. Where exactly
do you want a shot of the coffee?
Yes, get a shot of the coffee. All right. Where do you find coffee like this, and who are the consumers paying for this coffee?
Yes, they are. Every single passenger that flies on PSA is paying approximately 2 cents per mile for our coffee for the offices.
So there you have it. Consumers are also paying not only for personal use on coffee machines, but also for the... but then I think the forgiving attitude is so important these days, don't you think?
Copy machine.
Copy machine, yes, of course. And I think we're back here now.
Don't look at the trash. Now, don't.
All right.
Want a shot of the trash?
No, trash is...
Oh.
Wait a minute. My personal memoirs. Signed, Kathy Bannon. I find this despicable. Could you show us to the copy machine, please?
You're standing in front of it, guy.
Oh.
All right, this would be the copy machine then.
Oh.
All right, what exactly takes place here? Allegedly, the copies are coming through and coming out, and they have nothing to do whatsoever with PSA business. What is your response to that?
Well,
I think we can see once again the response is guilt-ridden, and I really think we're onto something big here. This is big dollars. What does it cost you per copy?
Well, sometimes it depends on what we're making.
Give me a ballpark figure. If I was going to make one copy on the machine, what were we talking?
Well, we're talking approximately 20 to 30 cents
All right.
per copy.
20. All right. So let me figure. All right, you got 20 cents. All right. Let's say, for example, it was 20 cents. All right. And let's say you were to make 5 copies. All right. The dollar value. All right. You got 20 cents, right?
Uh-huh.
All right.
$1.
All right. Why don't you figure out what that is?
It comes to $1.
All right, so there you have it, a $1 charge, as if it was nothing, as if it was, say, for example, 50 cents. And this sort of expose is important for you, the consumer, to realize that people here in-house at PSA are making private copies to the tune of $1 a crack. Now, how many cracks have you had? I'm terribly sorry. How many copies have you made over a period of the last few months?
Well, personal business or company business.
Well, all we're talking about here is personal business. Oh, wait a minute. This is perfect. This is perfect. Look what we have in our hand, ladies and gentlemen. We have personal business. Look, quick it says. Meaning, of course, she'll do it quick and leave.
Yes.
We're doing an expose here. We are 60 seconds with allegedly that people are using the copy machine for private purposes. We have already confronted Miss Bannon here. We have found a diary.
A diary.
20 cents a copy. There were 5 pages. That's a full and complete $1. How do you respond to charges that you were using the copy machine for private purposes?
I was not.
I think we can see, once again, the terror and guilt these people face when faced with this proposition.
A diary can be a business. It can be
Oh,
not
a
only
business diary.
personal but also professional.
There we have the evidence once again. All right, and what are you here to make copies on with this?
I am not. I'm actually here to talk to the cameraman. By the way, Mr.
Wait
Phillips.
a minute. This is important stuff going on here. You can't just be... let me see this. Master is underneath. All right? Master is underneath. That's a code, isn't it? What does it mean? How many copies will you make of Master is underneath, and what does it mean?
The copies have already been made, sir.
We rest our case. The copies have been made. Absolutely, positively.
Don't worry. Don't believe a word he says, because he is not telling the truth.
It's ridiculous. 60 seconds. We always tell the truth.
But 60 seconds.
Let's move on
is
now,
very
because our duty to
one-sided.
America is to expose criminal elements in our culture, which we have done so today. I think we can be justly proud.
Thank you very much.
And I think that
Really enjoyed
I think that this
Bye,
job
Mom.
Really enjoyed
is a difficult
every
one.
single
We work out in the
opportunity.
trenches. We face all breed of mankind. And I want to say, America, that I'll do this for you day in and day out with absolutely no hesitation. I love my work. Let's go ahead and fade to black, Phil.
You're supposed to say this is Gorilla Rivera.
This is Gorilla Rivera for 60 seconds saying, why don't we have lunch? Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Next time.
Hey.
All right, sounds good.
He is just the average employee here at CSTD. Hello once again, Gorilla Riviera with 60 Seconds News Spot. Today's issue, the scandal is excessive backgammon. The culprit, Mr. John Spellman. Our sources have infiltrated this beehive of criminal activity where John hangs out. Station procedures. Let's just see how Mr. Spellman answers these charges. We're passing now the John Spellman Memorial Cubicle. Let's see if John's in and just what he has to say on his own behalf, shall we? Okay. Mr. Spellman, it's come to our attention you're paying a lot of backgammon during your lunch hours and beyond. How do you answer those charges? No answer. Mr. Spellman, I understand your productivity's gone way down because of backgammon. How do you answer those charges? Still no response. Mr. Spellman, has come to our attention that you are enticing innocent souls, such as Mr. Manoa, to join you in this illicit act of excessive backgammon. How do you answer those charges? I think we can see by John's total inability to answer any of these questions that he is guilt-ridden, and that we have once again exposed the criminal element here at CSTD. We rest our case. Until next time, Geraldo Riviera, or even Gorilla Riviera, you take your choice. And Mr. Spellman, the criminal element. See you next time. Just hold it a minute there. This is Gorilla Rivera checking with 9-9's my behind. I think that rhymes, don't you think? What's your response to that? He has no response. What's going on here? A poker game? I don't believe it. The scandal continues. CSTD is racked with criminal activity, and this is just one more example. Here we have Russ Rosehill, John Spellman, the backgammon king, and Larry, what's he up to? Warehand? Playing poker. Oh, sure, it may look like business activity, but we, at 60 Seconds, know better. We have nothing more to say to you people. This will be on the news.
Pray for dropout in the tape, huh?
Pray for dropout. I don't know what that means. It's not my business to know what that means. Until next time, Gorilla Rivera and these criminals. Let's move on. This is Gorilla Rivera with a sad story, one where the criminal element didn't pay off. Here we have Peggy Smith, talented HRD person, excellent seminar person, shows up late one time. She's now our secretary. You may say, fair play, Gorilla. You may say, she deserves it, Gorilla. But this is just one more example of how criminal activity can wreak havoc in an organization and with individuals. Don't be late for work. Don't get involved with HRD. And don't pick your nose with a jackhammer. I'm serious. This is serious business. Gorilla Rivera, 60 seconds. I have a telephone call. This is Gorilla Rivera, 60 seconds. I'm a minute man. Yes, I am. 60 seconds. But that's a complete 60 seconds. We're talking active 60 seconds, okay? Passive, right. This is an endurance. We're talking 60 seconds. Is this Frank? This is her lover. All right. Another expose. All right. Let's just see how you retort to these questions then, Mr. Lover. What are you doing wasting company time talking to somebody who should be working? How do you respond? All right. I think we can see the guilt-ridden face on this person once again. Another expose, another sparkling success for 60 seconds. I'm sorry. I have to move on. I have a job to do. I can't be lollygagging around having fun. I've got work to do, okay? See you at Mud Wrestling. Fine, fine. Goodbye, and may God bless or something. 60 seconds. I think we need to move on. I think it's time to move on. Gorilla Riviera, 60 seconds, news.